Hello, welcome back to Blender Sushi Live. In this episode, I will be talking more about this Kushiro Ball Pen add-on. So let's just jump into it. Today, I want to demonstrate to you something. It's an idea that I think the developer Kushiro might be able to implement. So let's start with a cube, right? I'm gonna just scale it down like that, and I'm gonna apply a transformations. Control A, all transform. Now I'm gonna go to edit mode. I already have the add-on installed, so right click, ball pen. So here I can start just painting. I can make the brush a little bit bigger and just make a base. So currently with the stroke I cannot go too fast, otherwise I get a lot of gap. But I'm drawing this like so, right? My idea is to, because we can kind of draw in a volume. My idea now is to actually to be able to separate the vertex or strokes or layers. I will explain a little bit. But basically I have these balls, they are on top of each other. And I'm gonna stop painting, Q, I'm gonna select all. And I can do two things. First, I wish maybe the developers can implement so that when we draw something, we can select a vertex group. I can create a vertex group and assign it into a group. So this is the first layer, right? Another way is to use material. I think material is also pretty cool in a way that we can just assign vertices with the material. And then later on, you will see at some point that we can just separate them. Okay, now I've done talking, and I wanna create a donuts now. For example, I go back to ball pen, and I will Control Shift and create a big, really large brush, and I'll create a donut. Okay, I'm trying to make a maybe create some kind of like a donut monster. Okay, that's a donut. And I forgot one thing, but I'm gonna quit anyway. So we have nothing selected, right? We have material assigned into the ones earlier. Yeah, I think I should Control Z, but yeah. Actually, before I draw the next layer, I should select all of them and create a new material. I think this is the correct way. Control Shift, increase the radius really big. I want to draw the donut on top of the base layer. So a donut, of course, is just a torus. In this case, a very basic donut. And then I'm gonna assign, quit and assign. Now hopefully I can select. Oh, wow. Okay, the green part is the base. Select invert. This is the donut. Okay. Now I should go out first and go to under this mode. Now we can see, okay, the base and then the donuts. This is the whole idea that I was talking about. This is a quick way to kind of separating objects or layers. They are still the same objects, but I'm giving a different color for each base layers. I'm gonna continue. So before I paint the ball pen, I select all of them first and then right click and draw the ball pen. I'm gonna make like some kind of a tentacle arm or something protruding out. Or maybe I should draw a layer. I could draw a layer, but I will draw arm first. So just like that. This is a sleeping, oops. This is a sleeping monster donut. I really like this ball pen a lot because we can still, you know, like animate this part. I think this is really cool features. And now I will hit Q and then select invert. I can select that part and then assign a new material. This is the leg, maybe. And then I'm gonna make a new layer. Again, I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna add a topping on top of this donut. Select all of them, right click, ball pen. So the next ball pens will be added on top of the donut. So we are not, when we are later using Voxel remesher modifier, everything will not be joined into a single mesh, but instead we'll have some kind of characteristic. Will be separated objects. Okay. So now hit Q, select invert. Okay. Assign material. So what is this? Pink. Okay, pink, like a Blender Guru tutorial. So let's save this very quickly. This is ball pen donut monster. Okay, we can add eyes maybe because it's a sleeping monster donut. So let's continue. So the floor actually can be different. Actually, the floor, I don't need the floor. It's okay, leave it for now. Select all, right click, ball pen. So by default, the radius always starting small. I can just draw this way, draw this way. It's gonna be the eyes. It's a little bit like, when I'm doing this, I can select, okay. Q, select invert, new material, assign. Select all again, right click, ball pen, so it's coming up. A little bit of habit. I'm gonna hold control, gonna just draw pop balls there. I can make it 2 balls, but anyway, Q, command I, new material, assign. This can be bright yellow. We almost have our monster ready. Alright, so our creations is almost complete. I guess I'm gonna give a different color for that area. It's the floor. So this is our donut monster, and we created the whole thing just by using this balls add-on, and just the balls, different radius, very basic. What's gonna happen next? The thing with the remesh, of course, it's gonna merge everything into a single object, but we don't actually want that. Although it's kind of cute, I wish the material will go with the remesh. However, my idea, because we still have ability to separate by material. Now we have our object separated by material. Okay, so that's really the point of this interesting experiment. I want to show this to Kushiro. Maybe the developer can implement something similar using vertex group or something. So when we are painting the stroke, we can choose the group of where the ball pen will fall. So now that this is separated, we can use sculpt and further sculpt this. It's not actually completed. See, we can always go back to edit mode. For example, we know that this guy need a higher resolution of voxel. This one maybe less, this one maybe higher or less. but they are separate, and we can maybe join them and then sculpt them separately. So this is yeah, this is the idea. Hopefully the developer, Mr. Kushiro or Mrs. Kushiro, I don't know, just Kushiro Ball Pen add-on developer can implement this. It's really cool, I think. Really cool idea. We don't know what it is yet, but I think I also mentioned to him that maybe we can somewhat incorporate grease pencil with this, because grease pencil can be animated. Because if it can be animated, it can be like a clay, and we can have like a stop motion animations. But yeah, it's really powerful like this, and we can maybe bevel this part. This is the base, right? The base, just give it a grayish color. So this is a donut monster. I made this in a way, it's like a, if you ever made a cake and you want to draw the icing, you know, like make cookie, draw icing on top, it's exactly that, and it's almost like real. And oh yeah, one more thing that I forgot to mention. I wish that when we are drawing something, we can kind of, if we have multiple objects in Blender, we can select multiple object and then go to edit mode and then right click and ball pen, right? Ball pen will work on the active one, and we can paint something, but it's only painting on the base, and it's not respecting the other surface. So that's the other thing that I wish can be implemented by Kushiro. It's like when we are selecting multiple objects and they are separate objects, I wish we can kind of have reaction, you know, like things can pop and kind of respect the other objects as well. Yeah, that's another idea. This is for the other objects, right? So Q, select this object, Control L, invert. Somehow it's attaching on that guy. That's weird. Anyway, so this is a donut monster. Hopefully you find this interesting. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.